Okay, did that video resonate with anybody?
Powerful.
You've got all that. We absolutely have all of that. And that is the direction that the world needs to go. I don't know about you guys, but how many of you have just been disheartened by so much that's been going on in the world? I mean, I get really emotional about it. We need a group of people to come together to shift our world. Help people financially, help them personally, help them spiritually, help them with all the things that are surrounded with aging. And that is exactly what our company does, is everything on here. When I saw that video, I thought, ideas and culture, bringing people together for a bigger purpose. And in doing so, you actually make more money when you have a vision and a purpose and all these different things. The business that we're in is in anti-aging. I think there's a lot of people that are concerned about aging. Anybody concerned about aging? I mean, and to me, Jeff and, everyone have put together the perfect company, because our products, number one, first concern people have with aging is physical appearance. I mean, looking in the mirror and going, that wasn't there before. Okay, the hip used to be here, and now it's here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, there's things that have shifts. So we're all concerned about physical appearance, whether it be, sagging skin, whether it be wrinkles around our eyes, whether it be discoloration, whether it be just difference in our body shape. All those things are concerns that we have when it comes to aging. Second thing we're concerned about, how many of you have a relative or a friend that have experienced, dementia, Alzheimer's? I mean, how many of you that's a concern? It's like we have seen somebody go through that. We've gone through it with them, and we don't want that for ourselves, and we don't want it for anybody else. That's another concern of aging. Mental issues. Living disease-free. How many of us want to live disease-free? I mean, I want to live long, but I don't want to live long and 20 years of it be sick. Do you know what I mean? I mean, living disease-free. Do we not have products for mental health? Do we not have products for physical appearance? Do we not have products to help us live disease-free? The other thing that we want to do, I think, as we age, is we ask ourselves, have we mattered? I mean, we want to make an impact and leave some kind of legacy for our family, whether it be a financial legacy, whether it be, making an impact of starting something that goes on past our life, whether it be changing the world, like this video. Those are all things that I think as you get older, you start thinking about, have I done what I was supposed to do here on this earth? Those are the questions that I ask myself. Last thing is financially. Can we afford to do the things that we want to do when we don't work anymore? Anybody worry about that? I mean, if I would leave, if people leave their job today, do they have enough to live so many years? What are taxes going to be? I mean, I sit back and I think years ago, we never worried about health insurance. How many of you, I mean, it was like a minuscule amount of money. It's like, okay, here's the $6 for our monthly health insurance. And I mean that seriously. Who would have thought that as you got older, it's going to be, okay, it's going to cost you $1,000, $1,500 a month just for your family health insurance. It's like, that is insane to me. That is insane to me. So staying healthy to me is so important. I didn't realize I'm going to be 65 here in a few more months. I never realized that you had to pay for Medicare. I thought that was a perk. I did. Seriously, I had no idea. I mean, they they start sending those letters months and months and months in advance. Well, that's because they don't want to miss anybody. Get that money in there. But these are things that I had, seriously, as you reach each stage of your life, you have different things that you want, different dreams you have, different things that you weren't aware of. And, I love being part of what we're part of here with Neora, because we have an opportunity here to impact not only our life in all these areas, but the lives of other people. Because I think a lot of people are just like us. We're ordinary people who want to make a difference. They want to financially make a difference. That, we don't want to look old. I used to think as you got older, you thought older. Wrong. You don't, do you? Why are you looking at me? No, you will never be old. No, but did you not think that somehow your attitudes change and you felt like an older person? And it's like,
no, you don't.
You don't. That is the biggest misconception. Every single one of us, I think, are still this little kid inside, no matter what our age is. And some of our values can change. Some of, the things that are important to us might change. But inside, we're still that same kid that wants to be happy. We want to be healthy. We want freedom. And that's what I love about being part of our company, is we want that, and we want that for other people. So we're going to start out here. I got off on a tangent. Okay, how do I work this clicker?
Just push
The center?
about the right one.
The right one. Okay, you can tell I'm really good at this. Okay, so that said, this is a vision of our company, and based on my values, this vision statement so aligns with what I believe about life. This company is based on the word real. Everything about this company is real. It's transparent and it's honest. We gain character by living 10 core values of our company. And once again, there are simple things that we can do on a daily basis that shape us as business people and shape us as people in general. And we believe in giving back. Just like the video showed, giving back. We individually take responsibility. Collectively, we change the world. And this is part of our Neora Ripple Foundation. One of the things that we have partnered with 2 different organizations, Big Brothers Big Sisters and World Vision, Big Brothers and Big Sisters here in the United States, and what we do for them to partner, children that need an adult mentor. Maybe they come from single families, and their mom needs help, their dad needs help, and we help mentor these kids. And we have got to watch Renee Olson and her little Ryan grow up. And we've got a lot of people that are part of our company that are either bigs, or we financially support Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And World Vision, that is outside of the United States, that's our global nonprofit that we support, and World Vision does so many wonderful things. So anyway, it's an important part of who we are here as a company. Those people who is a brand new brand partner here? Do we have any brand new brand partners or people that are looking at our company? Are you guys looking at our company? Well, you're going to learn a whole lot today. You're going to start out by going to new brand partner training. We all start out, with this business with a why, with the reason that we started. Can I get some of these whys? Can we go around and share, what attracted you to the company and why you wanted to become a part of this? Anybody want to share? Okay.
No money at the end of the month. Working for the same company for 23 years, and I had to raise in 10. I was stuck and frustrated. We had a son getting ready to go to college. And I take all the credit for joining you. It was her idea to join, and she joined because she knew with our son going to college, we were going to need some extra money. We didn't know where it was coming from. And the way we were living was We had enough money to pay the bills, but anytime something would happen, the refrigerator, washer, dryer breaks, car breaks down, it'd go on a credit card, and we were in debt and getting ready to go further in debt. And she got started, and I joined soon after, and it's changed our lives. Not only financially, but it's changed our lives personally. She's a better wife, thank God.
There are new people in the room.
Hey, we're real here. We're better people because we joined the R, really, honestly.
Yeah, I think back to all the things we've got to do with our son. He was a college baseball player. We got to see so many of his games where we would have never been able to do that if he had been working and I have been working still. And just the relationships, we were, like I said, we were in this conference for the last couple of days, and just as they were talking about building relationships and having relationships and that being important, I kept thinking about different people and, oh my gosh, all the things that we have done in the past 7 years. Looking back through my photos and my phone, I'm like, we have had so many good times. We've accomplished so much as a family, but we've, like Phyllis, you just said, we've accomplished so much as a group, and I mean that wholeheartedly, that we've accomplished so much as a family. I really believe that we have come together and we love each other when we're happy, and we love each other when we're sad, and I just don't think you can do that on your own. So that's what I love about people mostly.
I know, I do too. Mary?
Well, I just really feel like that we're the core. We stayed when times were rough, and just the things that were going around. And, I love the relationships. I was in another direct sales company, and it was inventory based. The thing about this one is I'm not $5,000-$6,000 in debt because I was my best customer. Yeah. And I love the relationships. I would never go anywhere else. Hashtag.
I know. Yes. Hashtag you're a lifer. That's me. Hashtag you're a
That's
lifer.
my. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead,
You want me
Karen.
to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, for anybody who is new, I joined in 2015, and actually lived through a lot of things you just spoke about. I actually had to leave to care for parents. So, I just came back in December.
Yay!
I stayed a loyal customer the whole time, but the flexibility and the culture and the support, even though I wasn't working a business, I never lost my business relationships. These people became my family, even though I wasn't generating income for them. So, and that said a whole lot to me, because a lot of other companies, once you start generating cash for somebody, you don't hear from those people again. And it just reinforced for me that it's the right place. It's the right place, and they welcomed me with open arms when I was ready. So I'm going to fight that tooth and nail, the aging thing. I don't want, when after you've cared for parents, and you're like, my God, I don't want to do that to my kids. So, so true. Fight it tooth and nail. So.
No, and you hit on something to me that's really important, and that is you can live your life here.
Yes.
I've been exposed to companies that if you step back, if you're not producing, then they're like, too bad, so sad, but we're going to split up your group.
Yeah.
We're going to take away, your title, your income, whatever. And that to me is so wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's times in life that you
have to check out.
You have to check out.
You do.
You do. This last year and a half for me has been really tough with parents, with some situations that happened with my daughter. Just this May, my husband's sister passed away. Passed away the day before we were doing my granddaughter's high school graduation party at our house. And she was only a year older than my husband. you know, and I sit back and I go, sometimes we take life, it can be, you know, things can happen to us, but it's like, what makes life wonderful is a core group of people and a community and a family. And that's what we have with this company. Let alone, you know, I mean, the income side of this is amazing. The culture is amazing. The fact that we have a system that's simple to follow is amazing. The fact that sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone, but that's how you grow. My biggest fear when I started in this industry was what I'm doing right now. I could hardly stand up and say my name. You know, my name is, you know, tell me my name, tell me my name. You know, and now it's one of the things that I've realized is one of the reasons why God placed me here, to share my story, to go, you can overcome things, and you have a story and a purpose, you know, and there's a purpose for everybody to be here today. You know, there's no accidents. You know, and that's one of the things that I love about life, and how we can incorporate, you know, business and personal and spiritual and fun and growth and all those things into one, you know, with this company. Okay, we're on slide 2. Did you order dinner? Okay. But anyway, fast start game plan. Simplest thing right here, and I had some pictures on another slide. Thing that I loved about so much about this company is everything is so clear here. You know, between the people that introduce you to the company and the relationships you build, you know, the training here is first class, and they don't miss a beat when it comes to, you know, how to start, what to do, how to connect, all these different things. And so doing the fast start, going through and doing your fast start game plan to find out, you know, what are your goals? What would you like to achieve, you know, through this company? You know, whether, I mean, financial goals. Is there something you want to buy? Is there a place you'd like to go? Would you like to fund something? You know, whatever it would be, whatever your hopes, goals, and dreams are, you know, this is the vehicle to make that happen. And that's one of the things I love. What is something that some of you that have been with our company for a while, what was something that was on a dream list of yours that you've been able to do because of your business?
Swim with a sea turtle.
Swim with a sea turtle. Where'd you get to do that at?
In the Bahamas, the gym.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad you survived.
We're all standing there drinking.
I know. We were watching you.
With your little umbrella drink in your hand. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Build my business in a foreign country.
Oh, very exciting. That's awesome. So what country?
I built my business in a foreign country.
So where have you been to?
Sweden.
In Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting
I was
is that?
doing cartwheels like in November. When they were saying Sweden.
Oh my gosh. That is so exciting.
It's awesome.
That is awesome. That is great. Jen.
Tony and I have gone on several vacations. Been fortunate with that, but we've never gone on an all-inclusive vacation. And Neora has given us 3 of those.
Yeah.
I know, that is. You guys, the trips are awesome. The trip to Cabo is going to be
Yes.
very exciting. Bahamas. Who here was in the Bahamas then? You guys all rock. Oh my gosh, you all rock. That is so exciting. Yes, and I mean, Cabo is going to be even better, I think, than the Bahamas.
I told Jen when I first talked to her, I was like, you know, we've been friends for decades, a long time, and we would always, we've been on lots and lots of vacations together, but it always seemed like either we were okay financially and they were struggling, or we were struggling and they were doing great, and so we always take these like, they were okay vacations, but they weren't great because one person couldn't really afford it or whatever. And I'm like, Jen, we could like go on vacation and someone else could pay for it. We wouldn't have this debt, you know. Who likes to go on vacation and then come back and go, oh, now I have to pay for it. So
Seriously.
a huge perk is that if you want to get a free vacation, it's there for everyone. And when we first got started, it was only for the top level people got to go on vacation. And, you know, that was very disheartening to a lot of people because they're like, well, of course they get to go. But now the company has made it so anybody can go, and you just have to, you know, put in the work depending on what the parameters are. So I love that.
I know, I do too. I mean, that's the fairness and the how awesome this company is. That the trips are not based on rank. You know, I mean, I know from, you know, previous experience, a lot of the top trips that they gave were for top leaders in the company. And actually, one company out of 3 million people, 54 got to go on the trip. It's a pretty small ratio. You know, well, with Neora, it's totally different. They'll take everybody. Jeff wants everybody there. We'll take everybody. You know, and the trips are fun. They are fun. I mean, the thing is, you probably wouldn't pay for this trip for yourself.
No.
I mean, you just wouldn't. You know,
Pay for the environment of the people that are there with you.
exactly. It's the environment of the people that are there with you. I mean, sometimes have you gone on vacation with your family, and after the first few days, you're like, okay, we got 5 days left. Not that I don't love you people.
Go straight to therapy after.
Exactly. You just hope when you get back, you're still a family after things like that. But that's not the case of these trips here. So anyway, there are some commitments that, you know, that the company does so many great things for us. And there's things that we want to commit to, you know, as brand partners with the company, and they're called the 10 core commitments. And every single one of these things are easy to do, easy not to do. You don't have anybody over your head going, you have to do this. You know, you learn to become accountable to yourself. But anyway, completing your brand partner training. It takes, what, 10 minutes? How long is 30 minutes? 30 minutes, okay. 30 minutes, it's something that's easy to do. Commit to 2 a day. And we'll get more into 2 a day in a little bit. But 2 a day is just in some fashion meeting 2 new people a day that you can share our product with, share our company with, make a new friend with just 2 people a day. That's pretty darn simple. Share the products. I was started out in this company because I got that little bottle. You know, sharing the products, and the products are life-changing for people. Attend weekly market parties and real results parties. Are you guys doing market parties in Kansas City at this point? Okay. I mean, we had a lull on all that, and we're just now getting started back in Lincoln with doing market parties. Real results parties are events in the home where we're sharing products, you know, having wine and cheese, telling people about our company. They're fun. They are fun. How many of you have fun at real results parties? I mean, it's fun to just watch people's jaw drop when we share pictures and try an eye serum on them and all that stuff. But anyway, the market parties are then when a local group comes together as a community and does something once a week in a public forum, at a public place, where you feel comfortable inviting people that maybe you don't have a super strong friendship with yet, but they could come learn a little bit more about our company and our products in that format. So market parties, I know some people have them quite often and some people don't. So anyway, weekly training. This company is so great when it comes to training. I've never seen a company that has what we have. You can be in your jammies in your own home, just watching the video, listening to the phone call. You know, every Monday morning, this is part of our culture. Every Monday morning at 9 o'clock, led by Renee Olson and corporate staff and brand partners in the field, we all pray together for our company, for our people, for our families, and I love that part of our culture. Every single Monday night is Neora University, and this is done starting at 6 o'clock. It's downloaded in our back office for all brand partners to participate in this, and it's just 30 minutes. Do you guys get together for that, or are you guys in your jammies at home? I'm jammies at home. Might not be in my jammies. It depends on what time I watch it, I guess. I shouldn't say 6 o'clock. I'm usually not in my jammies yet, but I am cozy. But anyway, the beautiful thing about this is a partnership between our corporate leadership and people in the field that, you know, started out as a Neora brand partner and have built, you know, up their business, and they share with people, and it's wonderful. It's usually 30 minutes long, sometimes maybe a little bit longer. So that's every single Monday night. Tuesday afternoon, 3 o'clock, corporate call. Love corporate call. It's the connection between our leadership team and the field, letting us know what's going on every single week. And all these used to started out as phone calls before technology changed, and now they're in Zoom format so that we can see the people that, you know, are on there too. And then we have leadership calls and that kind of thing. But the great thing is nobody's ever left alone. Nobody can ever say there wasn't training available because it's ultra available. Monthly regional, that's where you're at here today. And I have to just commend Mike and Raylan and Jen and Tony, who really have come together and been very committed to a monthly event for years and years. Has it always been convenient? No. Do you think they want it? There's some Saturdays are like, you know, I mean, I'm sure that wasn't, you know, there's some days you're like, I'd rather be doing other things today or whatever. I know this training already. I don't need to hear this again. No, but they never have that attitude, because I love the events and the fact that, I mean, this is available. You can count on this. You can count on this for new people. All around the United States, you know, sometime every month is a regional in various parts of the country, in various cities. And Renee Olson and a gal by the name of Valerie and their staff at Neora in Texas put together the slides that are going to be presented. So the slides you're seeing here today are the same slides that people are seeing if they're going to an event in Pittsburgh or in California or whatever, and it's just a presenter that just uses their personality to kind of turn the slides into their own. So super important. All major events and conventions. How many of you have been to our conferences, our annual conferences? Everybody here. This is the core group right here. You guys are the core group. If you're on the trip, you're on the Bahamas. Jeff knows who you are too. But anyway, the first conference, I have to share this story with you. We've been in Neora for May 2nd, and the conference was like 4th of July weekend. Were you at that conference? I probably saw you there then. But anyway, we're pretty much newbies. And some of the people that were going to go to the conference, I mean, we were starting to develop a team, but I didn't have a relationship with these people. And my husband was not going to go. And so finally, you know, my daughter from Arizona said, Mom, if you want to go to the conference, I'll go with you. So I was so excited. Now, you have to understand something. My daughter was a corporate executive for another direct sales company, a big company. And so she went, and every time there was a video, she would be like hiding. She didn't want anybody to know. And it was like 2 weeks after that conference, she gets back, and it was a big executive meeting, and they said, have you heard of this company called Nerium? That was the name at the time. Have you heard of this company? They got a skincare product. I think we really should bring out some kind of a skincare product into our company. And she had to just act like she didn't know anything. She never heard anything. Well, maybe I've heard of it, she said. But anyway, I was so grateful that she went with me to that conference, because that made me go, I will never miss a conference. I will never, ever miss a company convention. You know, if I'm the only one going, I'm the only one going. But here's the cool thing. Every time you go to a conference, you know, you meet people that you get endeared to. Do you know what I mean? You hear stories that just touch your heart, and you're like, your whole world has expanded. There's friends I never would have had. There's things I've learned I never would have learned. And So it's, I mean, which makes it absolutely awesome. Indianapolis is coming up in October. People going to Indianapolis to the leadership. It's going to be great. They've got another one in Long Beach. Anybody going to Long Beach? Yay! Yay! But anyway, this leadership conference is going to be just fantastic.
The very Nora, they're giving us the national conference, and every time I went, it's just like, it's amazing because I worked in a $1 billion company, corporation, and I was in sales, and it's just the same pattern. Like they do like same training, and just like this isn't really real. Like I went in I was invited to go to corporate. It was another direct sale. It's just completely different. They were talking, making lots of money and parties, so flush everywhere. But then I walked in like, oh my gosh, this is like agenda. It's the same thing, but the people on the stage are smiling more than the executives sit down and have a couch and talk and like, okay, we have to do this, but they're and then all those salespeople watching this, they're just, and then they were not happy. We're not happy, but the conference, like everybody's happy, hugging, partying, and all like this.
It is.
It's so much.
It is. It's not like I mean, I look forward to conference.
It's a good family reunion.
It's a good family reunion. It is. It's a good family reunion. Just full of fun and education and all sorts of things. It's awesome. So anyway, commit to personal development, and that's 10 pages of a good book a day. It can be listening to a podcast or watching something inspirational on YouTube. I mean, Live Happy has great. If you guys listen to the podcast from Live Happy, I mean, they're awesome. You can have those in the car. Just like the video I just shared with you, finding things out here that resonate with you, that help, you grow as a person, grow a skill set, a mindset, an attitude, an idea, something like that. It's a huge part of our company. Finding a workout partner, having a buddy, that's what these events are like this are for. Finding like-minded people that, believe in you, support you, help you with your goals and your dreams, and that make you accountable. I mean, I have loved watching, you guys are accountable to each other, going to the gym even, accountability in areas, in areas outside of this that you have goals on in your life that you really want to do. Maybe it's changing, eating habits. Maybe it's becoming better financially at, saving money. Maybe it is, it can be whatever it is. But anyway, having a workout partner and everything, an accountability partner here is, it's so important. And it's how we all grow. It's so fun to watch people achieve their goals too. When you've worked with them and you've helped them and you cheer them on and watch them do that, it's awesome. And then be here a year from now. How many of you have been here for more than 1 year? Oh my gosh, you guys, yes. Well, once you're here a year, it's like, why would you, it's like, never want to have this not be a part of my life. And each year gets better and better and better and better. And it's exciting. Okay, goal setting. Setting daily, weekly, monthly goals. Looking that's where you want to start. And, the company has a Fast Start program that I think is sensational. It really helps people that are brand new to just kind of key into what they want to accomplish, in the first week. This company, what I love is they pay us weekly and they pay us monthly. And so you could set weekly goals. From a financial standpoint, you can set weekly goals from I would like to meet X amount of people this week. I would like to do whatever I might want to do in a week or a month. And all these little teeny things, these little steps, these slide-edge steps of setting these smaller goals can bring on, huge success. Like going to the Bahamas. those of you that were in the last trip to the Bahamas, it wasn't one big event that earned you that. It was smaller activities that got results that got you that trip. Two-party day system, piquing interest, using a third-party tool. The company gives us such great marketing materials. Not all companies give you great marketing materials. We have great marketing materials here. Setting a follow-up, if you given somebody information, if you dropped off a sample to somebody, mailed a sample to somebody, had somebody at an event, you want to, always follow up. A lot of people don't make a decision on either investing in a product or becoming a brand partner with our company the first exposure. I know I didn't. How many of you, first time somebody told you about this, you're like, I'm in. Oh, okay, we have the smart ones here. I think the thing with me that, I was introduced to this by somebody that I did not have a relationship. There was no like and trust there. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to be burned. And I had seen a lot of companies come and go, and I didn't want to be part of that. I like to be with things that I know are solid. Anybody else have that feeling? I don't want to be part of something that is gone next week. I just don't. So anyway, I'm not a company hopper at all. I know there's people that they hop around all. Have you noticed that, anybody?
Yes.
But have you ever noticed that nobody that hops really builds anything?
Get a reputation.
Exactly. And they're part of the NFL No Friends Left Club.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Here's the thing. I've never had to worry about that. Because I'm not going to, one, bug people to death, and number two, I'm not going to be, jack of all trades, master of none, and have all these different things, and what are you doing this week? Do you know what I mean? I don't think you ever develop something that can be generational by doing that. And I think you do not, you also leave, can I trust you to be here? Can I trust you to be part of this when you do that kind of thing? I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people don't want to be like that. I once heard, and I shared this with Raylan, a woman I just absolutely loved and admired, shared her definition of commitment. And I love this. She said commitment is eliminating all other choices. And she said, when I married my husband, Eddie, we made a commitment. She said, that does not mean as our marriage went on through the years that there might be somebody else out there that I could fall in love with, and there might not be somebody else out there that Eddie could fall in love with. She goes, oh yeah. But she said, we made a commitment. And as a commitment, we eliminated all other choices. And that's how I feel about my commitment to this company. My husband and I have been married 41 years. Does that not mean there were days I wanted to kill him until God he died? No. And he felt the same way about me? No. But we made a commitment, and I think the greatest way to build success in this company and in life is to stick with the commitments that you make, and don't make a commitment that you can't stick with, or you don't want to stick with. If there's any questionability about something, go, well, let me think on that. Because too many times you see people out there that have made, they made a commitment and then they changed their mind, and they hurt a lot of people in the brink of that. And whether that be, marriages, whether that be committing to anything. So anyway, we don't want to do that. So, following up with people, sponsoring people, bringing them in, and sponsoring people. I love sponsoring people. That's because you're not just, this isn't a recruiting company where we're slinging mud. We're bringing people into the company that we want to do life with, that we want to help achieve their goals and their dreams, and that we want to be in business with. We have friends that are business partners, and business partners that have turned into great friends. that's the one thing that I absolutely love. Okay, starting out with an event, with a party, we are kind of we're an event company. We are not a traditional party plan company, but we are a company that likes to party. and these parties and these events are what has introduced people to our products, people to our company, people to our culture, and I think it's absolutely the very best way to start. You know, I didn't, when this company started, and you know, I had one product, and the results, you didn't see the results of that product for 90 days, I'm like, okay, what do we do at a party? Do you know what I mean? What do we do here? We talk about the company, the vision of the company, you know, the people behind the company, what we want to do with this company, what our product does, all these different things, and that's what we started doing, and that's how we started. It was word of mouth, going from friend to friend to friend to friend to friend to friend to stranger to come join us. We don't know you, but you look fun. You know, inviting them over. Do any of you done that? Have been out? I just had a trip to Colorado, girls trip with some of my dear friends that are part of Miura with us, and they were having a jazz or a blues festival in Winter Park, and we're standing on the street, and these girls look fun. So next thing we know, we're doing Facebook Live with them. I mean, that's what I love about people, is you can bring people in and do all that. So anyway, these parties are how we have built our company. These little get-togethers, and that's the very best way to start. I just, you know, called people up and I said, I'm helping launch a brand new company. I don't even really know that much about the company, but I'm having wine and cheese at my house, and if nothing else, let's just drink wine. Here, we drink wine and eat cheese, and you can learn about what we're doing. And that's how I invited people to the first events at my house. And then we just moved from there to there to there to there. And I think it's the best way for people to get started, because if somebody's inviting people in to expose them to our product or company, they have the feedback of other people with the products, with our vision, with what we're doing. And how many of you started out by having some kind of get-together event? Okay. Have you noticed there's a correlation between trip winners and starting out with an event? I like the events the best. You know, I'm not a real techie person. I know you guys are great at techie, great at Facebook. And the cool thing is there's so much opportunity out there, global opportunity, which is absolutely awesome. But there's also opportunity in our own backyard with the people we know. And who doesn't like to have fun? I do like to have fun. Everything about how to do an event, a party, is in the Real Results things here in our back office, the packet and everything on that, and it just keeps getting better and better. Our Miura Edge, which is in our sampling system, by the way, this is to me one of the coolest new statistics I just heard. We have a 25% success ratio of sending out samples and people becoming customers. You guys, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. I have a friend that owned a small gym in Omaha, and she would do mass mailings, and if she got a 2% return on those mass mailings, that was considered huge. 2%. So, you know, but anyway, 25% on our sample system. How many of you love the sample system? I mean, it's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. And we have a website there that you can label anything for your face-to-face kind of things. Put your website that has the labels on the pages in the brochure for the products that we have samples of. So just stick that on there and say, you know, like to try a free sample. You know, you pay $4.95 shipping. The company subsidizes this, which, you know, is fantastic. And then we have these, you know, samples of our products. I would love to see samples of the new acne product.
Yes.
Yes, and youth factor. Yes, youth factor.
So the bottom line to that, not to interrupt, but clearly I am, is that we all need to be vocal, not just in this room, because Jeff Olson's not here. So if you want a sample of something, you know, one person squawking is not going to be heard as loud as 20 people squawking, saying,
Squawking the same day.
yes.
Within the same hour.
Starting a petition.
Let's all get on Team Neora.
Exactly. I'll get on Team Neora and this is absolutely right.
To prove the point, Jeff Olson got on stage at a conference and said to Erin Hall and her entire organization, you are the biggest squawkers, because they wrote in and told him what they wanted, and he made it come to be. And he goes, you guys are getting this because Erin Hall and all of her affiliates squawked about it.
Well, and here's the thing. That exactly. Be a squawker. But here's the thing. The other thing about being a squawker is that this company listens.
Yes.
You know, I mean, they listen to our feedback. The beautiful thing about this is we're in a partnership. A partnership. And that is the cool thing about that. They listen to us. I mean, our success is based on what they do from the corporate standpoint. The corporate, you know, we're dependent on each other. I don't know how to say that, but an interdependency that's just so positive. So anyway, go prospect. Jen, we're going to watch your video here on how to use the back office and communicate with people. Oh, Mike's left the room. Mike is gonna. Yeah, Mike will play that. But anyway, every Thursday at 11 o'clock, we have a leadership call, Edge leadership call with our corporate. Go short. It's like 15, 20 minutes. It's always great, always awesome. Our corporate leadership is the best here. And Bo Short has been the best addition to our company. Do you guys not agree?
Yes.
I mean, he is just exceptional. We want for nothing when it comes to leadership development, personal development, business development, a company that listens, you know, a partnership. I've been in this industry actually since I was 18 years old. 18 years old. And I have been a representative. I've been really with basically 4 companies. First one, I knew it was going to be short-lived. I didn't even know I owned my own business because we had to knock on doors and ring doorbells. Anybody? That's how this industry started. I have to share this before I move on. I get to one house one time, and I ring the doorbell, and I can hear this woman inside with her kids, and she's like, come on. And I sit in the window, she peeks them, she gets them all, and they're in the bathroom. I can see through the door. And she's like, get down. And I thought, I'm really not that scary. But that's, I mean, to have that kind of a, you know, a response for just somebody coming to your door was pretty bizarre. But here's the thing. Our business, how many would be here today if I said, okay, I'm going to give you a neighborhood and you've got to hit these 200 houses and go door to door. How many of you would be excited about this company?
And you only had one neighborhood, right? You couldn't go in.
It was like a paper route. You only had one neighborhood. You had your route. And you knocked on the doors of your route. And I'm very serious as a heart attack. But anyway, and then if you didn't do well, then they cut down your route. So you had less people to go knock on doors with or whatever. But I will tell you, there were some good things that came out of that. But anyway, so I was a representative there, and then I had a baby, and that ended that. I didn't want to do that anymore. So then the second company I was with, my husband and I were invited to a business meeting, come out to look at a new business. Our friends were part of a new company, and they wanted us to come out, and we went to a business dinner, and they started drawing circles on a whiteboard, and we loved our friends. So we said, well, maybe this would be fun. With that company, I had to drive 120 miles round trip every single week to get product. Because if you know, that's just how the company worked back then. And if you had built a team, then you had to figure out what they had earned, and the first person got paid, and then the next person down got paid, and the next person down got paid, and it was not paid directly from the company. It was paid by your sponsor. And if your sponsor wasn't a very good sponsor and they just sat on the money, it might be 7-8 weeks before they paid you for what you did 2 months ago. And the crazy thing is this is a multi-billion-dollar company today. People did it. But anyway, I had 3 little kids, and driving 120 miles round trip every single week to get products just got wearing, you know. And my husband, you know, the great thing about that company is was introduced to Jim Rome, Brian Tracy, personal development, gave my husband the guts to get out of working for other people and start his own business. And he's had that business for 39 years now. And that all came from that experience. You know, next company I was a consultant. You know, had inventories, drove all around delivering stuff, you know. Did that for 21 years, absolutely loved it. Just could not see this business model continuing in the way we live today. And got out of this industry totally until I was introduced to this company. You know, and going from representative to distributor to consultant to partner to brand partner. You know, being part of the partnership of launching this company in this area, in this era, is just so very, very exciting. Okay, Mike, you're back. We just got them talking about on the slide right here, we're going to have Jen's video come up. This is going to just show you some of the communication that we have in our back